Hello everyone, we're here today at Chicagoland Speedway. Right now underway at qualifying. Luke Pierce top of the board. Got Ray Morero on top of the board now in the 378. I'm alongside Ryan Honeycutt here in the booth. Joining you in about middle of qualifying, about 3 minutes left. Hayden Lowell also on the racetrack. Mike Rosero now sits P2. Luke Pierce now goes back to the top of the board. Regular season champion on the provisional pole for now. What happens? Rosero looking for his second lap around the 1.5 mile racetrack. Using all that apron right there on the inside. He's going to go slower by 1/100th of a second. Very close qualifying between those two drivers. Hayden Lowell, who's been historically really good at qualifying here at these 1.5 mile tracks. Trying to get a pole position here, and that gives him a bonus point for this chase. 10 drivers in the chase. I think about 3 drivers missing today's race that are in the chase. Like Will Cloud, Aaron Brown, and Joseph Maggins. Hayden Lowell now goes top of the board. Eric Keeter, second race of the season so far, veteran in the league. Goes 4th right now on his first lap. We'll see what he does on his second. He's about 10th off of Hayden Lowell. Looks like he's slowing down. So not gonna go second lap. That might have been the second lap. And that was his first lap. Same with Michael Rosero and Hayden Lowell. Those were the first lap that they set that lap time on. And that was their fastest. So very interesting to see how that strategy plays out. It seems like the first lap, first green flag lap, is the fastest lap. So maybe that could work for some of these drivers in the back right here that have not set a lap time so far. Sean Urich, Brendan Wynn, Eric Keplinger, and Brock Packard. As we're looking at Sean Urich right here off of turn 4. He's coming to his first lap. Crossing the line. 4/10 off. Brendan Wynn 7/10 off. Let's see what they can do on the second lap right here. Brock Packard goes 7-6 on the board. Keplinger into turn 3 and 4. Sean Urich up on his lap. He could set inside the top 3 right here. Coming across the line. It's going to be 30.9. That puts him in 4th. Brendan Wynn improves, but he stays in 7th. Keplinger 6th. Brock Packard on his second lap to cross the line. He looks to improve on his lap, and that's going to put him in P5 over Eric Keeter. And that's it for people who follow. Keplinger actually on his second lap right now, so he's looking to go faster. Went to the time he's about 10th up on his lap. You can see a really good lap time for Eric Keplinger. It's a 30.979. It's going to put him in 6th, 1 position back there. So he's above Eric Keeter. So this top 6 separate by less than a 10th. Very close field so far. All drivers have qualified except 38 of Matt Morale. Hayden Lowell will be your pole sitter for tonight's race. So that's a bonus point for Hayden Lowell and a great way to start your chase run. Ryan, what do you think the strategy here for these chase drivers? A couple of them didn't show up due to circumstances how they're controlled, but with these drivers, I think there's like 7 drivers that are in the chase that are here tonight, so it'll be interesting to see how these guys strategy play out. They're going to go for stage points or the race finish.
I think they're just going to try to keep their track position. Honestly, I feel like you don't want to go to the back because that's where you're more likely to get involved in wrecks. So I think these guys will just stay out when they can, and then if everyone pits, they'll pit with them. Just try to stay up front. Maybe 2 tires, who knows? We'll have to just see how these trucks handle when they're all packed up together.
Yeah, there could be some dirty air effect here. 1.5 mile tracks they are pretty dirty air heavy. These kind of aero sensitive trucks, but drivers continue to grid up. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back for the green flag. As we're back here at Chicagoland, we're going to take a quick rundown of your starting grid. The bottom of the screen. Saw qualifying, saw Hayden Lowell get that pole position. Luke Peters leads the points right now by 5 since he won the regular season championship, but he has no wins, so he has to get over that hump. I just don't see him being able to win the championship without having any wins in these final 4 races. So the schedule's looking pretty unique. You have 2 mile and a halves in Chicagoland and Homestead. You have Richmond and also Michigan. So very unique racetracks, all very different from one another. You see your grid on the bottom here. His car pulling off. The Geico research zone. Green flag is out. Hayden with a really good show from Michael, and Michael got a clear Luke Peters up the second. Very cool racetrack here tonight at Chicagoland. Only 77 degrees last time I checked. Hayden Lowell on the bottom of the track blocking the inside line. Inside definitely the fastest lane right now. Brock Packer on the inside of Luke Peters for that third position. Michael Rosero charging hard on the outside for that first place position. He's got to clear Hayden Lowell off of turn 4. He's got all the way to the apron to cut that trial. Hayden Lowell getting side by side with Luke Peters now. Luke Peters on the top side. Seems like the top side works pretty well at Chicagoland. See how that plays out throughout the race. Still side by side for second. That's allowing Michael Rosero to pull away a little bit from this 4-car pack. 2x2 for these 4 positions. He's going to clear Hayden Lowell. Here comes Sean Urich on the outside. Brock Packard right behind Hayden Lowell. Derek Heater right in the back there in 6th place. And Kevin Urich behind him. A single file out. Urich has a good run. Hayden Lowell will he make the move to the inside with that draft? Doesn't look like he will. Peters catching up to Michael Rosero. Kind of running a little bit of a different line to him, a little bit higher in these corners, trying to get that good exit. Here comes Brock Packer to the top side of Urich. Trying to make that top side work. We saw how Michael Rosero did it to Hayden Lowell, and Luke Peters also ran that top side to get by Hayden Lowell. So, let's see if that happens here. Looks like that top side 1-2 really good. Brock Packer has a huge run. On the outside, he's going to get side by side with Hayden Lowell. Going to slow these 2 drivers down, to allow Sean Urich to make a 3-wide move. Brock does clear Hayden Lowell. Hayden might just be trying to save some tires. You saw he's very good at saving tires. You saw at Iowa, Kansas, and not a lot of other tracks. Saving his tires, just kind of keeping pace and not really letting these guys get too far up ahead, but just kind of holding his line and saving those tires really well. It's pure fluke to the inside, but he backs off of it. Turn 1. Go back to the lead. Pretty close between these 2 drivers. They've been neck and neck all season long, changing positions in that championship battle, first and second. These 2 have been really the most consistent drivers throughout the field, but Brock Packer has a good run. These 2 drivers, he was about 2 tenths quicker than them last time by. Here's now on the top side looking for some grip on the outside line. Take a quick look at our weather. See, it's a pretty cool day in Chicagoland, Joliet, and 77 degrees, and track temps pretty low with about 83 degree track temp in afternoon condition. This now is looking like a top 3 battle going on here. It's Peters getting all the way to the inside. They go back to the outside in turn 1 and 2. Will he make it work on Michael Rosero? Brock Packard also on the top side, following Luke Peters on the top. Maybe not trying to get his dirty air, but Michael blocks up high. Peters goes back down low. Top 2 side by side for the race lead. Brock Packer in there up ahead. As Mike Rosero side by side on the top side, here comes Brock Packard trying to make it a 3-truck race for the lead. John Urich and getting a little side by side for the 4th place position. Go back up to the race lead. Michael and Peter still side by side. Brock Packer just stalking right behind them. Michael really paying Peters to the bottom of the track. Peters got to get tight up the racetrack. He's got to allow Michael to get a good run off the exit. He's going to clear him on the back. Here comes Brock with a huge run on Luke Peters. He's going to look to the inside. No, he's going to stay behind and give him a little shove. If I get by Michael Rozzero. On the outside, making that outside lane work. So very multi-group so far in this race tonight. You're seeing this top 3 kind of pulled away from the rest of the field about 6.5 tenth lead over 4 drivers behind them. Peters goes to the inside of Michael Rozzero. Again to the inside. Michael's not going to be able to do anything. Michael doing really well defending from Peters, using that middle lane, kind of pinching him down as we're 10 laps into this race so far. Tyler is going to be coming in factor as here comes Brock Packer to the inside. Like that outside lane more dominant throughout the run. Here comes Brock with a slide job, possibly not going to be able to do it. As Peters gets a good run on the outside, going to clear him into 3 and 4. John Urich catching these guys. Honestly, all 4 of these drivers behind him, catching them a little bit per lap. They continue the battle for that 2nd place position, but now right now they're single file. Sun is coming out through the clouds. In fact, they get a little bit hotter with the rubber going up. Again, these guys run the outside, very different lanes for all these drivers. Give them right on the inside, Urich on the outside, Brock and Luke on the outside, but Michael kind of just went that inside line, fast way around the racetrack is probably the bottom by yourself, but maybe with this tire with the top it didn't come in. But the sun is coming out, so it's going to be a little bit slicker through the rest of this run. Side by side for 9th place, Brendan Wynn and Matt Morrell. And we'll get clear on the outside off of 4. Go back to Cal for 5th, and a little within a 10th of Sean Urich. I think he's just kind of riding behind Sean Urich, just trying to get up to these guys in the top 3 position. But top 3 kind of spreading out a little bit, a few car lengths in between them, not being able to battle. But here comes hitting a little to the bottom of the track on Sean Urich. Urich going strong in the middle lane. Be able to clear Hayden maybe if he got a good run. Hayden looks like he got a good run inside, just sliding right behind that 97 machine. Peters still continuing trying to run up top side, get a good run on Michael Rozzero. Then back to the inside of Sean Urich, halfway through the stage. Urich is going to concede the position, check up a little bit. That's going to allow Urich either be within a car length, a truck length of him. It's Heater with a good run on the inside lane. He's got to have some draft help from these 2 drivers. Not going to be able to do anything with it. A little bit too far away. He's going the outside. It's Brock Packard in the outside wall. That's going to slow him down. He's going to go 3 wide off the exit. Brock going to drop himself down into 6th place. Take a quick look at what happened there. Looks like he just got a little bit too high up the racetrack. That proper cam just got so while entry, that's going to lose him a ton of time. Got some aero damage as a 3 wide again. 5th place position. Urich and Keplinger on the inside. Brock on the outside going to make it work. He's going to get by those 2 drivers. Keplinger was making middle working right there, and Urich going from all the way from 3rd place, I believe, to 4th. Let's see what happened. But the outside wall also. Put the apron right there and lost a lot of momentum, it seems like. Keplinger made an aggressive move going middle. So, John Urich down to 7th. Go back up to the race lead. Michael Rozzero, Luke Peters still 1-2 in the respective slots. And Repulsor hitting low, closing in on these drivers up ahead. Like I said before, he was just kind of buying his time, saving his tires. He's caught about 10th this lap. Eric Heater also doing the same in 4th place. Brock Packard, you saw him hit the outside wall. He's up to 5th. He's in 5th place, but he's a little bit of right side damage. He'll probably have to fix that during the stage. go back up to the battle for the race lead. Hayden Lowell closing in. Again, like I said, 2/10 on Mike Rosero last time and on Luke Peters. With these closing laps of the stage, about 10 laps to go in the stage. He's going to end on lap 28. See what these drivers can do. As the top side coming in a little bit more. Side by side for the 6th place position. Eric Keplinger, Sean Urich. Sean Urich to the slot and right behind Eric Keplinger. You can just see these 3 drivers alone just shows you how multiple racing on this track can be. The sun kind of popping out from these clouds, so we'll see what the track temp is right now. Weather. Up to 77 degrees. Not really changed the weather far, but it's a little bit more sunny. Back temp jumps up to about 5 degrees up to 88 Fahrenheit. That can be a big difference. He's going to continue to rise throughout this race with about 60 laps to go. About 8 laps to go in the stage. As his top 2 drivers kind of just settling in right now, nothing much happening throughout the field. Closest battle is Kanye Coupling. But most of the single file, kind of saving tires and trying to run different lines, trying to catch each other. And kind of the dirty air effect I feel like is coming into play here with the old tires and dirty air is kind of making it worse and worse. And Mike Rosero kind of holding on strong on the race lead. Luke Pierce had a few times that he could get to the inside of him, but just nothing Luke Pierce could really do as Mike was kind of pushing him down to the bottom. But Pierce kind of having a good run right here. Get some time on Mike Rosero last time by. Got hold on to the stage, Michael does. Here comes Hayden Lowell a little bit front. Gained about a 10th on Mike Rosero last time by here. Also in the back right here, 4th place. Within a second on Mike Rosero with 6 laps to go in the stage. Sean Urich, Eric Keplinger nose to tail about a car length and a half between them. Urich and Keplinger right in the top side trying to make that work. We saw Brock Packer had some short run speed, but he just hit the outside wall entering turn 3 and 4. That's really just killed his momentum. Kind of just stuck in 7th place with that little bit of break from the damage. We should be able to fix that during the pit stop, and I don't think it's enough to use a faster grip. Luke Pierce closing in on Michael Rosero. These 2 battling could allow Eric Keeter and Hayden Lowell to maybe challenge for this stage win. About 5 laps to go. Outside goes Peters. Peters into the top side, Michael on the inside. Peters good run off this exit. We saw this before. Peters tried the inside before. Well, he's successful this time. He drives in really deep right there. Check up though. Michael really pinching him off. Contact made between the 2 leaders. That's going to allow Hayden Lowell and Eric Keeter to close in. And so here comes Hayden Lowell with a huge run. Don't think he's going to get there enough in the turn 1 and 2, but definitely some contact between those 2 drivers really pinching each other off. Specifically, Michael pinching Peters really close to the bottom of the track. Peters just got tight up the racetrack and slid up, but I allowed Hayden Lowell and Eric Keeter to close in. And the 3 laps to go on the stage. And Peters mount another charge on Michael Rosero. He's going to look to the outside. 3-4 is a little bumper that you kind of saw Peters hit it. I don't know if he'll be able to do anything on the outside in 3-4, but Hayden Lowell, I think he let Eric Keeter by because he saw he was really quick. But I don't know, Keeter kind of the same speed as Hayden Lowell these past few laps, but Hayden Lowell really slow. He might have the outside wall possibly. Yeah, it looks like he did that. He has some right side damage. That's what happened there. Go up, back up to the battle for the race lead. Onboard with Peters on the bottom, Michael on the top now. Michael gonna hit that bump, he's gonna slow down a little bit. It's gonna Peters on the inside lane, gonna do something right here. Hayden Lowell down pit lane. Very risky, he might go a lap down here, so it's a very risky move for him. Coming to 2 laps to go in the stage, because into lap 28, that hits caution wise. Very risky for Hayden Lowell. Val continues for the race lead. Michael Rosero Luke Peters coming to the white flag of the stage. Coming off 3 and 4, Hayden Lowell still in the pit box for him. On the left side tires go 1 lap down. This is the white flag for the stage. Peters to the bottom of the track now. Michael spinning well. Michael, a good run. I don't think Peters will have anything for him for this stage win. Go back to the battle for 5th place. Brock Packard up to 5th place. Hoping got by him a while ago. But I think he did get by Sean York for that 5th place. That one stage point doesn't really mean much to Brock since he's not really running for the championship. But that takes away from Sean York, who is a playoff driver. This Brock Packard across line to get caution. Hayden Lowell 1 lap down. Very interesting strategy for that 67 machine. This caution is out. Mike Rosero, your stage winner. Let's take a quick look at our top 5. Top 5 drivers right there. Mike Rosero, Luke Peters, Eric Keeter, Eric Kelplinger, and Brock Packard rounds out the top 5 for our stage. So as these guys catch up to the pace car, most likely we'll be pitting here. Very interesting stage right there. We saw a lot of multi-crew racing overall, and obviously first caution of the night. So the truck seems pretty stable. There was no one really completely sideways. You saw at Kansas it was a little bit loose early on with these new tires, but the track heating up really up to 90 degrees. We could see some a little bit more slipping and sliding here. Air temp is still the same, but the sun is out, so it's routine up the racetrack, not really around it. Drivers getting ready for some pit stops right here. Hayden Lowell obviously staying out. Who gets a good pit stop right here. Obviously some drivers probably have to fix some damage. Probably Brock Packard, Eric might hit the outside. Probably hit the outside. So with Hayden Payne early, he didn't get to fix his damages. Peters, Michael side by side, but I think Michael got him barely off of pit road. Eric in the pits long, Brock Packard pits long, Brendan Wynn still in the pit. Lowell to get his lap back here, so we're going to take a quick break. Be right back for the green flag. Hello everyone, we are live at Chicagoland Speedway. You see Mike Rizzo choosing the bomb side, most of the field choosing the bomb side with him. Luke Peters and Eric Coupling are on the top side. We saw Mike Rizzo on the top side, get around Hayden Lowell, who's now on the back with an interesting call for the end of the stage. Deciding to pit a lap or two before. I think it was 2 laps before the end of the stage, and that made him 1 lap down, so he's going to restart in the tail end of the field. He got lucky dog though, one way around. Precaution. Just going to see what happens here. His car is off. Michael Rizzo going to lead us to the green flag. Eric here right behind him, coupling on the inside. Michael going on green, coupling with a good restart. Peters not with the greatest restart. Michael going to go to the 8th and going to try to cut as much as he can. Side by side in the back of that. A little through the middle, dicey move right there for the 67. Through the middle, he's gonna make it work. He's gonna get all the way up to that 5th place position. What a move, 10th to 5th in 1 lap right there for Hayden Lowell. That's gonna help him try to catch these top 4 drivers who have pulled away. So Eric Keir now in 2nd place. He is looking to the inside of Eric Keir right now. He's going to slide up the track a little bit here with a good run on the outside lane. Going to get that draft from Michael Rizzo. He's going to try to side draft him as much as he can, but the truck's not the greatest side drafters in that race, and Peter's going to not be able to inside Peter, but he's going to look to the inside right now, but Peter will be able to clear him off the exit. And this outside lane very, very good throughout this race. Not so much off of turn 4, but off of turn 2. Definitely really good on the outside. Michael continuing to lead the field with no competition, no one side by side, nothing really. That 23 machine. Peter still side by side with Luke Peters, Coupling kind of just in the catbird seat right there, but in 4th place position. And Lowell in 5th place, side by side in the back here. Brock Packard, Sean Urich. Camaro now on the outside. Brock Packard leading the inside. He has some really good short run speed earlier in this race. He's looking really strong right now up to 6th place. He's looking inside. 38 machine. Go back up to the bow for 2nd. Peters trying to get to the clear of Eric Heater on the inside lane. The Heater holding on strong on the outside. Outside lane very strong in 1 and 2. Not so much on green for us. I think Peters' best shot is to maybe try to get a good run off of turn 1 and 2. But Peters got to clear him off of 3 and 4. And slide right in front of him. Here on the inside. Watch Coupling right behind these 2 drivers. Suddenly trail down side by side. 1 and 2. The Coupling could maybe make a 3-ride move. We saw him earlier in the race without Sean Urich and Brock Packard. Peter going to clear Peters off of turn 2. Will be a good run off the exit. He will not. Peters side drafting as much as he can. Looking to the inside now. Side by side for 2nd place position. Still side by side. Heater and Peters been battling basically side by side for this whole run. These drivers still do need to make at least 1 more pit stop for fuel. The trends are right. We saw this at Kansas and all the other home performance tracks. Peters washed up the racetrack a lot, very tight on the inside lane. Peters got to clear him into turn 3 and 4. Peters backs off in the middle of the back straightaway. Finally, single fouled out for that 2nd place position. Go back further in the back, side by side. Sean Urich, Matt Morrell. Urich on the outside. Trying to make that outside lane work. There's a little bit of right side damage from some contact earlier in the race from that outside wall. Trying to make that outside lane work here right now. Be a good run on the outside lane off of turn 2. Side by side down the back now. Still side by side. 3 and 4. Peters still single foul, trying to catch up to Michael Rizzo. Sean Urich and Matt Morrell still side by side for 6th place position. Sean Urich getting a good run off the exit right here. I think he might be able to clear Matt Morrell on the inside. Here comes Brock Packard. He's maybe looking for a run here as a lob draft. Big momentum here. Gonna maybe give a little arrow push to Matt Morrell on the inside. Sean Urick got to hold off on the outside lane. He's got to get by at 38 machine. Here goes Brock Packer now to the outside. At 7th place position. They're side by side. 7th. We'll go back to the battle for first as Michael Rosero getting reeled in by Eric Heater. Here with a big run on that 23 machine. Right on the back of Michael Rosero. He a little bit higher on the next track than Michael. They try to use all that pavement up the racetrack. We saw very close to that sacred barrier wall. They are trapped behind that Texas machine. You see Peters and Eric Keplinger right behind those two drivers. Kind of just nose to tail about second half back is Hayden Lowell, Urick, and Brock Packard. Still side by side. Urick gets sailing in. Gets going outside. Brock Packard side by side for the race lead. Michael Rosero on the top side. Eric Heater on the bottom. These two have had history. They battled last week at Bristol. The battle continued here at Chicagoland. It looks like it will. They're trying to side drive that 23 machine up the racetrack, making him as wide as possible. Here, gonna look for the slide job over Michael Rosero. Almost making the work, has to back off. Michael has to back off also. It's allowing Peters and Keplinger to catch up behind these guys. Peters with a big run on these two drivers. Peters now back in the battle right here on the top side. Looking is Luke Peters. Michael Rosero still holding off strong. He's holding off every single attack that these guys have thrown at. Peters hasn't been able to get around him. You have Eric Peter. As soon as he got the lead from Hayden Lowell early in the race, he's not looked back once. But we'll see what happens here. He's led 41 of these 45 laps. His top four in about half a second of each other, and everyone else about 2.5 seconds back. Kind of spread out. These three kind of still battling. John York, Brock Packard, and Matt Morrell. Kind of battling back here about 3-ish seconds back from our race leaders, but pit stops and strategy could play a big role here for these drivers, especially these top 4 drivers, who are all top 5 actually, 6 actually, except Eric Keeter, who's all in the chase, so 5 of the top 6 are in the chase. Big strategy plays could be a factor in this race with about 35 laps to go. Still a long way to go left in this race. Halfway was about 6 laps to go, and fuel you could probably go about another 20-ish laps, I would have to say. You could see some pit stop strategy here pretty soon as everyone on the top side, Eric Heater especially. Brock Packard, Sean York side by side. At 6th place position. Brock Packard has to check up front 97. Here comes Matt Morrell to the outside. Like a good draft from Sean Urick. He might be able to clear Brock Packard. Brock Packard backs out. Urick stays in 6th place. Go back up to the battle for that top 4 position. For that 3rd place battle, Peters versus Keplinger. These guys haven't been able to really do anything since Michael and Peter almost made contact in 1 and 2. Peters very deep into 1 and 2 inside line. He's not going to be able to make it work. He kind of lost a lot of time off exit. It's going to allow Keplinger to close the gap a little bit. Matt Morrell, Sean Urick now side by side. That's going to clear 97. Oh, he checks up big time. Not trying to slide up in front of him. So here comes Sean Urick on the top side, followed by Brock Packard. These two guys really battling hard for that 6th place position. As Matt Morrell slides up the racetrack, Sean Urick gets by. Here comes Brock Packard, going to go to the outside now. Great battle for the 6th place position. 3-car battle throughout these past 5 or plus laps. Also, Sean Urick holding on strong on the outside lane. Top 4 kind of spread out right now in about Arlington between each of them. So we just gotta wait for strategy to play out here in this race. About 30 laps to go, and anything can really happen. We saw at Kansas, we had a late race caution. Iowa went green the whole way, but we saw some fuel issues for Michael Rosero. And Kansas is really the only other true 1.5 mile track that we went to all season long. Obviously, we went to Atlanta, but that was a super speedway style racing. it wasn't really this kind of strategy type racing that we've seen. So we'll see what happens here. Brock Packer gets really tight out there. Here comes Matt Morello to the inside now. Inside he goes looking for a slide job. Backs out of it at the last second. I thought he was going to send it really deep on the inside. Oh, he's almost going to clear him. Not quite. You have the 378 or the 0, I guess. Double 0, I should say. Ray Moreau. Right behind these two battle lanes. Brock Packard hits the outside wall. It's going to allow Ray to get to the inside. Got to clear the 24. Now, Matt Moreau on the outside. Trying to hold off this challenge for the 7th place position. Is Brock getting the outside wall pretty good? I don't think he take too much right side damage on the big 4 machine. Now they're side by side for 7th again. They were kind of pulling away from this pack behind him. And these guys battling behind him. It's a good sight in his rear view. Still side by side. Off of turn 4. A dry race to the line. Who's going to get to the line first? Looks like it's going to be... Oh, contact between the two drivers. Looks like Matt Moreau got to the line first. Barely. But contact between him. Ray Moreau. Very big run for that 38 machine. On the outside lane, going to be a little bit of side draft here. Going to turn 3 and 4. Got a good run on the entry. He's going to try to keep that momentum on the outside lane. He's going to clear himself in 7th place. And now he's going to go set his focus on Sean York ahead. He was a little bit moderate, I think. He'd be really slow to allow these 3 drivers behind him maybe catch up to this 97 before the pit stops ensue. 25 laps to go right now. This top 4 kind of spread out amongst itself, and you have hitting a little kind of in no man's land between them all. Strategy is going to be very important here at Chicagoland. We saw it at Kansas, we saw it at a lot of other racetracks in Iowa. While hitting a little pit early, stage, get that stage point and whatnot. Didn't take tires before. We saw it in Bristol. We saw a little bit of strategy at Bristol, but most everyone stayed to the same strategy. Atlanta has some strategy, but last 2 strategy race really is Kansas. I would recommend. But see what plays out here at Chicagoland. Looks like the sun's kind of being covered by the clouds yet again. We're looking at track temp. Dropped a little bit down to 86 degrees, so track temp down, clouds overhead. A lot more than it was before. So just lowering a little bit here in the later parts of this race. This top 4 kind of pulling away the rest of the field. Side by side battle. 4 cars behind have been doing a great show from 6 on back. Very fun to watch these guys battle it out. It's Peters down pit lane, first one. Make the commitment down pit lane. 23 laps to go for him. He decides to pit. But will this make other people decide to do? Maybe Mike Rosero pits right lap after Lucas. He's got a huge advantage with that one lap before. That could actually give him the race lead. Actually, it was about half a second behind Mike Rosero. And these guys are about running second and a half slowly across the lap. You guys all decided to sail again, side by side for 6th place. No one down the pit lane. It seems like this lap. Peters, 6-second pit stop, off he goes. No penalty. It looks like for the 50 machine. Side by side for 6th place. Also, one thing Peters does not want to see is a caution as soon as he pits. But he just wants this to go green the rest of the way. Still side by side for the 6th place position. Matt Morel, Ray Morel on the side. Still side by side off of 24. between 1 and 2, still side by side. These drivers have been battling for the past about 5 or so laps. Say Matt Earl on the outside, get your run to clear down the back straight with about 20 laps to go. There's a little bit of left side damage with these two contact poorly, not bad. Here comes Luke Pierce with a very quick tires, hitting a little down right now. He is making his way through the field now, side by side with the lap cars. Taking single file from him as here comes Ray, the bottom of the track now. Okay, he is now on the inside of Sean Urich. Easily get by him. Brendan Wynn also down pit lane. He hit the outside wall. Seems like on that run, he's about 8 seconds back from our leaders. You never know what can happen here as pit stops are ensuing. A little first pit stop as he did get pole position. As Matt Morello down Sean Urich also down pit lane. Oh, there's a crash! Matt Morello down pit lane. Looks like they may have made contact trying to get down pit lane. Oh! Take a quick look at that. Looks like they were not expecting that thing right there. Obviously, contact ensued. Michael Rosero now down pit lane. Very dicey sideways for Michael Rosero. Very close to getting the speed pony. Locked it up 20. It's Brock Packard. 36-second pit stop right there. That speed. Awesome. Actually, no, he has not. That was a caution. Camera long penalty right here. Entering badly. Rosero out in the way. Michael off and good. Fastest pit stop we've seen all day long. 15.1 seconds for Michael Rosero. Appears to be out ahead of him. Sean Urich on the racetrack in his positions up 7th. Michael Rosero 5th. Went 8th. The drivers out pit so far now. Peter down. Couple here coming up. Brock Packard also coming down pit lane. Oh, sketchy between those. As he's gonna get sideways, gonna slow it down. I don't know if that's slowed down enough. As Brock Packard really sideways right there. He did get slowed down enough because he was here about 40 miles per hour. But Mike Rosero trying to chase down Luke Pierce, who pitted about 7 laps before him. These drivers being hit by Mike Rosero by tenths over the other drivers. Kane Lowe also in 3rd place, gained some positions back. Not early, the only driver one lap down here, about 55-second pit stop. Long pit stop at 10. On Urich up to 6th place right now. Brock Packard 7th, coming off the pit lane. So he can maybe make up some time on Sean Urich. He has about 3 off pressure tires. Easily the oldest tires in the 50 years. Lap old tires. There's a 3 lap old tires, about 3.5 seconds back from Luke Peters. So will he close the gap down to follow 15 laps here at Chicagoland? All pit stops are done. Unless someone got no, did. Brendan Wynn, side by side Brock Packard. Brendan Wynn, Hayden Lowell, and Brock Packard have used their fast repair. And those have used their fast repair so far in this race. Everyone else has not. We'll see what happens here. Mike Rosero gained about 4 tenths last time by on Peter. 5 tenths, half a second on Hayden Lowell. About 2.5 seconds. We'll see if Peter's strategy can work himself up to this top step of the podium. See if he can secure his first win of the season. He's had some good strategy races and street stocks before, like Martinsville last season, Watkins Glen last season. He wins right there. He's looking for another one here. Some strategy involved thinking about 5 laps earlier than Michael Rosero, but Michael trying to hunt him down About 12 laps to go in this race. His caution is out. Looks like Matt Moreau is in the pits. What happened there? As he was. Oh, what? We saw these two make contact earlier on the pit lane. Looks like just a. Oh, whoa! SpaceX has launched here at Chicagoland. What the world just happened there? That. Wow. And Matt Moreau goes flying in the air. That was the craziest thing I've seen. It looks like he thought he was going to be able to clear right in front, but Matt just goes flying in the air. We're going to see a chopper view of this one. Because, wow. Looks like he may have thought he was clear in front of Ray Bro. Oh, then, wait. Get a better view of this one. Arches. I guess he thought he was just got a little bit of neck also, but it sends Matt flying over the catch fence, lands very hard on his suspension, so he's probably definitely done for the race. He hasn't used a fast spur yet, so get back out there. Eric Kelpinger deciding to stay out here. About 6 lap old tires going down pit lane. This changes everything. So here's one to see is probably go green the whole way. Maybe late race caution. Michael definitely let's go green the whole way. But we see any tire takers, tire stops. Here on his way out. It'll be the second car off the way. Michael and he are taking 2 tires. Everyone else taking 4 Euro takes 2 actually. And a couple drivers take their fast here. Eric here. John Eric actually has not taken the fast. Very interesting for him to see if he decides to use that. Because I think he does have some damage, but I guess he thinks he can maybe have some luck here, or some bad luck, and might be involved in a wreck. And I have to use that fast spur late in this race. You never know with these restarts out of these 1.5 mile tracks. Eric Kaplinger deciding to stay out right here. Very interesting to see how this plays out. See Eric's right side damage right there. See, I don't know. I guess he just thinks he could be involved in the wreck late in this race, and that's why he decided to use it. So it does somewhat make sense right there, but you know, with these restarts right here, they do get pretty hectic at 1.5 miles. Happening this time 5. Matt Moreau back on the racetrack right here using his fast spur, so he's got to hope for some caution to get back into this race. He went up and flying SpaceX style. As we're gonna be here with Joseph Madigan these final few laps. So I don't know if you've been watching this, but late race caution here. That'd be very.
Yeah, I'm excited. I missed the race because never trust Spirit Airlines. That's what I've learned. Missed my flight to Chicago. But you know, we still got one truck in the race. Mine's still sitting in the hauler somewhere. I didn't even bother bringing my team out.
I don't know if you're in there. If you want to look at my screen, you can see what happened in this caution. First racing caution, I'd say. But very. I think we did have a SpaceX launch here. Very I don't know if you're looking at my
38 car looks like a flying saucer on the
that was
backstretch.
that was probably the weirdest wreck I've seen in Iris before. I've never seen.
Have we got an announcement? Is he okay after that one?
He's still in the race, so I mean, that was just very, very weird wreck. But Chicagoland this time I was going greens. Keplinger's seen out in these old tires, so we'll see how.
We have heard early in the week that Keplinger, this is his favorite track, and he really wants to win because he could not win on his birthday last week. How disrespectful of everyone else to not let him win. Keplinger trying to redeem himself this week.
And Mike Rosero, probably not too happy because he was going to chase down Luke Peters for that maybe his second season win, but a lot of these drivers still looking for his first season win. Here Keplinger being one of them. His car is off. We are green coming. Great restart.
Keplinger pulling away. They're side by side. I don't know how long these old tires are going to last. He's already been pulled up to.
You're kind of just trapped right behind him. As here comes Hayden Low to the bottom now. Looking 3 wide for the race lead. Peter
Hayden
right in the middle.
Be stuck behind Keplinger.
Side by side on the top side. Keplinger's still clear from the race lead. He's going to try to block these two behind him. Peter going to make it 3 wide through the middle.
Again.
Oh, it's going to be really tight through 1 and 2
Zero
right here.
pinching Heater down. Keplinger just cannot do anything. I think they've got him. Oh, contact!
Yeah, Michael had to check up.
Flip.
Michael had to check up because of Eric Heater. Here comes Michael out to the
He's going
inside.
for it.
Looking for
That is shallow entry.
job.
Can he pull it off? He does not clear him. Heater will get the run. Maybe a little contact down the front straight away. This time by 5 to go.
Luke Peters also hanging back there. Back to DS and good late race or short run speed. He could maybe challenge for this race win also.
He's just giving him barely 1 car width here. It's side by side. They're stalling out. Peters, once he gets around Keplinger, will he be able to catch the 2 up front? He does clear him.
Also, of the season, he's a regular season champion, but he just did not get a single win in the regular season. 4 laps to go this time by.
They're not careful. Peters is going to be under him.
Big run. Here comes the outside now.
Watch the run down the back. They're still side by side. They have not cleared each other for the past 4 laps.
Oh, contact off the exit.
Contact.
Here comes Peters. Not going to make the moving inside. He's looking for the outside lane right behind Eric Heater.
At the bottom, he moves up the track. This time by, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Still side by side. Peters is going to have to push them to get around. I'm not sure which one he'll pick side with.
Keplinger's still fighting strong. He's still kind of just right there just in case these guys maybe make contact and wreck on these final few laps. Especially with these old tires.
I'm surprised he's still up here. Peters, I think the outside's the way you're going to go here if you're Luke Peters.
Michael's a good run. Not going to be able to clear him just enough as he
Clear
makes contact hard.
Peters in the wall. Can he save it and keep it green? Yes, he does.
Oh,
and
no,
he's hard in the wall.
That's going to bring out the
an
caution.
ambulance. Oh, he backs into it. Down the backstretch, Michael Rosero with the lead right now. Caution is out. We need an ambulance. Oh, he is now in the grass. Poor man. Just lost it in the grass, and looks like he got put in the wall so hard he forgot which way the track went and hooked a right. We need to put him through concussion protocol, and he'll be out for the next 8 weeks.
Him and Michael again making contact. We saw his past season in the Street Stock Series, and it continues here. The trucks. It looks like Michael just got tight on the racetrack, and a little bit of neck code also kind of helped that case also.
Hard to tell if Peter would have been fine if neck code weren't a factor. This will give us a better look here. Michael got to the bottom, but wasn't able to hook it. Moved up just a little too much on exit. And yeah, you can see the engine's already let go.
That's
Man,
crazy.
I can't imagine it didn't get some form of whiplash there. That was a violent hit.
And that's gonna bring out green-white checker. And his Eric Heater in pit lane, he's not gonna be able to return because he already used his passer earlier, so he's out for the race. I'm surprised Eric Kelpinger didn't elect to pit right here. These guys really pushed really hard for 10 laps on these tires, and he does have an extra set in his box. John Urich did. Brendan Wynn did also. Currently, okay. They were taking those left side tires he had left.
Yeah, the way they were racing up there, I knew it couldn't last too long, especially with there being 5 laps to go. But now that Heater's out of it, Michael had the advantage. It looked like Heater was his only competition, but now can Luke Peters take the step up to base?
Michael looking for a second win of the season. Peters looking to redeem his regular season championship and say he's belong here. Gotta try to get his win here in Chicagoland. Hayden Lowe also sneakily up to third. He was had an interesting strategy in the race. He took tires before the stage and 1 lap down. Had the rebound right now. He's found pretty nicely in 3rd place. Brock Packard just before he had some really good short run speed. And yeah.
Going to be interesting. Hayden is always really aggressive at the end of these races, and he's shown earlier in the season he is not afraid to, put the elbows up and dig. And we have had history between Michael and Hayden, and will we get some again?
Now we see Sean Urich also took some tires there, so he could maybe be a late race factor. He's been good consistently throughout the season. We'll see how that plays out for him. So I think Choose Cohen coming up next time. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. As we're back here, we're going to get Eric here from the Infield Care Center. See what his thoughts on that. Hello, Eric, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So right now, you're on concussion protocol, like.
Actually, you know what?
Yeah,
we wanted to continue the race, but NASCAR told me I had to get out. LRL told me I needed to get off the track and head to the Infield Care Center. Protocol after you hit the wall. Yeah, unfortunate. Our day is over, but we'll get him next week.
How do you drivers shooting the inside lane? There's juice car or something. I believe his car lights are off, so I don't know what the deal was.
And now Hayden jumps to the outside. There's a little confusion. I'm not sure.
Did they?
Yeah, they chose outside.
But so Michael gonna be on the inside now. Oh, interesting. How this plays out.
Heater, can I get a quick question? Looked like after you got put in the wall by Michael, it looked like you hooked her right after you had it gathered up. Did you hit that wall hard enough where you were confused on which direction the track went?
Yeah, I got knocked unconscious on the first hit, so I had no control of the car afterwards. I regained consciousness in the grass and tried to get over to my pit crew, but yeah, I forgot that after you have a hard hit like that, you have to get checked at the Infield Care Center.
No, I think Ryan Hunnick has been unconscious this whole race, but anyways, as we go to the
Heater's out for the next 8 weeks as we're back green and white checkered. Michael gets a good start. Hayden changes lanes before the start-finish line. He's going to try to get that draft off of Michael.
Keplinger way up high. Is Keplinger on old tires?
Yeah, he's
Yes,
on old
Keplinger
tires.
is on old tires.
He was holding on strong before, but I think using the outside lane just kind of kills him on those starts. But the back up
that
to
heat
about the
cycle
race
finally
lead.
took its toll.
Looks like Michael Rosero has a pretty big gap on the rest of the field, and Hayden's probably gonna need some help from behind from Peters. As Peters really slows down for Brock Packer. Here's Brock Packer with a good run. He's got to push
Brock
Hayden a
with
little
short
for a
run
chance at
speed.
this win.
Yeah, I
Go
think they need to
Brock,
try and go for
Hayden.
this win here.
Now we're
Why would you
together.
go to the outside?
Brock trying to go to the outside. That might hurt Hayden.
Aiden clipped the apron that time, it looked like.
Michael's just
gonna
got to
get
keep
run
it.
here.
Behind
Michael's-
here, Peters and Helping are losing a ton of spots. Brock with a huge run to the inside now. Going up for a second place position. Does
Oh,
slide in
yeah.
front.
Oh,
Contact.
Contact.
Hayden,
into the wall!
into the wall, he touched
goes
him.
Hayden.
He's going to stay in third, but Michael's going to win the race as Brock
They
Packer
put the
finishes
block
second.
on Sean.
Wow. What a finish was that for second. Brock gets his second place finish. Second right here as Hayden still gets third, so I mean he didn't lose too much spots from that. But Kepling and Luke Pierce had a bad restart. I think I'm not sure what happened to Pierce, but
Contact. Oh, Peters turns and
As
concussion
Michael-
protocol.
Michael threw that to
I
the
think we-
grass. So
Yeah, that was very similar to what happened between Heater and Michael there at the end with Brock and Hayden.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have to get an interview at some point with Hayden. That looked like a hard hit, and as mandatory by LRL officials, he needs to go to the
I know.
infield care center.
I don't know if we'll be able to get an interview with him. He's probably dead.
I mean
Yeah,
Matt
we'll
Rose. I mean
see.
Matt Rose still racing. He was he was more than dead, I would think. But you never know with these cars. They're pretty safe though, especially when you launch 200 feet in the air.
I mean, they're putting them to the test. I mean, all this beating and banging on the final lap, they're trying to kill each other on pit road, and Michael's doing so many loops, he's probably going to lose consciousness with how much blood he's lost. But hopefully we can get an interview with these three and see their side of the story.
And sadly, Michael is the first repeat winner. He breaks the streak. If only Aaron Brown were here to be mad at him. In his rookie win, his rookie chase season, his first chase, I believe, Michael Rosero gets the win.
And that's how you start off the chase.
Yeah, I mean, he won last week at Bristol, back-to-back wins, and the momentum's in Michael's favor. And next week we head to Richmond, so it'll be interesting to see how he plays out. He's pretty good at these short tracks.
Yeah, I was getting the feeling once Michael broke that streak, he just could riff off those wins and just keep win after win after win after win. And I think all it took was just a little bit of momentum change.
And we also missed a few playoff drivers or chase drivers, like Aaron Brown, Will Cloud, Maxim LeBach. Oh yeah, Joseph Madden. He's here.
Thank
No
you,
hearts.
Spirit Airlines.
Yeah, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
rookie of all time.
We're back here at Chicagoland Speedway. We're gonna be bringing in our top 3 drivers. Michael Rosero dominates tonight, right? He only leads 67 laps, not a lot, but why no hurt. Oh, Michael, got a copy?
Got you.
So you dominate this race, almost some strategy there at the end, but the caution comes out. You had a late race restart. What was going through your mind on those final 2 restarts?
Yeah, but yeah, the last start just wrecked Heater like an asshole, basically. I mean, I do not deserve this win, really. I mean, we did dominate, but that's not the way to win a damn race. So, yeah, definitely not happy. I mean, I am happy about this win, but I'm pissed off we had to do it like the wrong way, because I literally just ended his race terribly. But other than that, we completely dominated, and I don't know what the hell was going on between Matt and Ray for 10th, but that was completely stupid, and I don't know why. They're wrecking for 10th with like when the field's like all spread out, and yeah, but I'm still happy we won though, and we'll definitely it's a big boost of momentum for us going into the next race.
The next race at Richmond, how do you think your pace will be there?
Yeah, I'm good at sort. Yeah, I love the sort checks on iRacing, so I think we'll definitely be very fast there.
Anyone like to nice one?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everyone I had a battle with. That was actually a blast, really, with Peters, Heater, everyone I basically had to race against. But no, that was overall a blast, and I'd like to thank you guys for putting on this show. Yeah, that's it.
Yep, and congrats on your win here tonight at Chicagoland, second win of the season, your first of your rookie chase start.
Yep. Thank you.
So, bringing in our second place finisher, Brock back. Hello, Brock.
How's it going, guys?
To get up to second place after a late race restart, made your way through the field. What was going through your mind when you see out your windshield in those final 2 laps?
Man, it was wild with the whole tire strategy with Keplinger and a couple other guys that were on older tires or 2 tires. I knew Michael was really fast all night. Hayden was super fast all night. I don't think I could have been more honored to battle with those guys. And but out the windshield, it was a lot of beating and banging and just find the hole wherever it is. Hayden and I almost wrecked into turn 1, so I'm glad we could at least do that out of turn 4. But I had a great time tonight. It was a good time coming back to the Legends Racing League, and I'm pretty stoked about this P2.
Yeah, anyone I think for tonight's second place finish?
Absolutely. I got to thank Matt Moreau for keeping the Shadow Racing in this series. It's such a good series. Been with us a long time. I got to thank you guys for putting this show on week in, week out, even if I'm not here. I got to thank everybody that's racing regularly here, keeping this awesome league alive. I got to thank myself for actually coming in tonight. Got to thank my girlfriend who was watching, my mom and dad who sent me to college and thought it was a good idea to give me video games unattended. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, real quick, Brock. I was wondering, have you had a chance to speak with Hayden after that contact on the last lap?
I was too busy grabbing myself a orange mango body armor, but I'm sure him and I will have words after his interview.
Shameless plug, but good talking to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was okay. That was a very specific drink right there, but yeah, congrats on your second place finish here tonight at Chicagoland.
Thank you.
So we'll bring in our third place finish now. Hayden Lowell had some interesting strategy calls here, and he kind of fell back up to 10th and worked his way through the field on that final, obviously 50 laps there after the stage caution. Hello, Hayden, you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
So you finished third place after having an interesting strategy pitting there earlier in the race. What was going through your head when you pit right there?
I was thinking it wasn't going to be a stage caution. If that's I was zoned out. I'm assuming that's the pit stop you're referring to.
Yeah.
I've been running so many leagues where stages are rolling caution they're rolling stages, and I kind of forgot this was one where we throw a caution. So that was just me being an absolute dumbass.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, you rebound up the third, so overall, pretty good result entering this chase. And what are you looking forward to next week at Richmond?
My bad. Richmond's a decent track for me. It's not great. We'll probably be a second to fourth place truck there. But coming through the field tonight was fun, except for the part where I got a little bit of damage. And that was ultimately what allowed me to not suck up to Michael there and have a chance to race him for the win. Had a hard battle with Brock out of turn 4. That was a thing, and then threw a pretty nasty block there at the end to hold third. But it was a fun race, and we'll see if I can truly be that second to third or fourth place truck at Richmond. Michael's going to be hard to catch. Got a points advantage and was in front of me in the stage and the overall race tonight. So we're going to see what we can do at the last few races. But yeah.
Yeah, anyone you'd like to thank for tonight's third place finish?
I'd like to thank Napa Auto Parts, Madigan Motorsports, and of course you guys up in the booth. You all did a great job. I think this was Joseph. Was this your broadcasting debut?
I have been in the booth one time before, but it really shouldn't have been. I mean, I set the truck up, when I put your truck on the hauler, and I put my truck in a different one, and apparently never trust Spirit Airlines. They couldn't fly me to Chicago in time. So, yeah, I guess it was a broadcasting debut. I got here in the final 10 laps, but what a show you guys put on.
Thank you very much. We do what we can, and I'd like to give a shout out to Tyler Tomasi. I love you, dude. Love the support, and we'll go on to Richmond and use that support to try to get a victory.
Yep, congrats on your third place finish. That's gonna be it for tonight at Chicagoland. We'll see you guys next